Crazy Stock Crew Zoom call was a blast. It was amazing catching up with everyone. The hairstylist in the group is excited because Nebraska just announced a couple days back that salons are going to be opening up the first week in May, which is exciting for her. Not too many of us were really impacted by the coronavirus and by the quarantine, actually, which was surprising. One of the financial advisors of the group, though, he was talking about, or he actually led a group talk, a roundtable discussion, because he posed the question, what's something that can put all of your guys' businesses out of business? Again, he's a financial advisor, and he was touching on all these free apps that allow you to trade, stocks on your own or ETFs very easily. Some of them do crypto now too. And he said that, he can't beat competing against a free app to download. Then when you download it, they'll give you a free stock. So he goes, I can't do that. And he thinks that down the road, these things can potentially kind of take over the financial advising industry a little bit. They already have, but we kind of all together decided that people will always probably want financial advisors because these apps don't give information. They just kind of allow for a platform to do the trading. But I mentioned, so that led to a lot of good discussions about what can put us all out of business. I'm not going to go through all of them with you guys. I will share mine though, because it's going to be relevant obviously to insurance and the whole channel and this whole show. And I said that two things could kind of put me out of business. One would be full universal health care, meaning universal health care that people don't need like a supplement for. People, if universal health care also covers their dental and their vision and their hearing, then that would probably put me out of business, I would imagine, unless it'd be a Medicare for all type thing, because Medicare doesn't cover everything, and people on Medicare still obviously need Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage plans, prescription drug plans if they have a supplement. So Medicare for all would not put me out of business. True universal health care would. And something else that wouldn't fully put me out of business, but that would drastically cut my income, I said, was direct primary care. Now, I actually love direct primary care. I think it's probably the best solution and the best route to go down for your outpatient coverage, because they give you 24/7 access to your doctor for just a flat $100 a month monthly membership fee. And then on top of that, though, they have their own kind of networks or their own strategic partnerships with local labs and imaging centers that allow them to provide discounts on MRI services and stuff to their clients at a low discount. Essentially, they create these relationships where they can give away those services at wholesale cost, or at, again, like I said, a very steep discount. So instead of traditional health insurance paying for it, you're still just a cash pay patient going to Smith & Johnson Imaging Center, to get an x-ray done for your elbow or MRI done or something, and you just pay the cost up front. And if you can't pay the cost, then you just set up a billing cycle or a monthly payment with the facility. So direct primary care, personally, I like it, even though I don't get paid for it because of the law. I forget the name of the law, but the law essentially prohibits doctors from giving any sort of referral fee or referral payments for referrals. So that's unfortunate. Hopefully that changes as direct primary care becomes more prevalent, because I would love to be able to get paid to send someone to something that's probably best for them. Right now, if I refer someone out to direct primary care, I get nada. So, but then obviously still someone that has direct primary care, they would need to combine that with a inpatient excuse me, an inpatient plan for those bad terrible rainy days where they're actually going and staying in the hospital and racking up 5-digit hospital bills, 10,000 plus. So a high deductible plan combines really well with direct primary care. But I'm glad Kevin is his name. I'm glad Kevin brought up that conversation topic because it's always interesting. It's something Gary Vee talks about a lot too. He goes, I'm always trying to put myself out of business. You want to try to innovate enough so that you're always ahead and you're always leading and taking charge of your industry, and just kind of always thinking about how you can be not just modern, but beyond modern. Think about what's next in your field. It was a good practice to do. And again, so things that are next, in my opinion, coming on. But so again, just to quickly recap, two things that could potentially either put me out of business or put a huge damper on my income and my business is one, universal health care, which I hope to God never happens. I have a bunch of issues with that I'm not going to get into at this point in this video right now. I have gone more in depth on past videos though, and I know I will in future videos. But universal health care and then direct primary care can cut my income. Other than that though, I do feel like this whole quarantine has made me realize I have some of the best job security that's out there. Being an independent insurance broker, working for yourself, getting contracted with a bunch of multiple different companies or appointed to sell a bunch of different products at multiple companies, that's kind of as safe as it can get, truthfully. Then later on in the day, I had a sale. I spent an hour and a half on the phone with these people though, and all we got done, I got one of my sales. Like I said, we signed them up with a gap plan because their setup is still going to be a very high deductible Affordable Care Act plan combined with a gap plan. Because the issue with that, again, I have a whole nother video. Maybe I'll try to tag it somewhere. I don't know how to do that. Maybe I'll learn how to do a little tag thing to past video. But I did a video on why I'm not a big fan of gap plans or supplemental plans, and why a lot of agents use them improperly just to boost their commission. But with the Affordable Care Act, you have to weigh the extra money you spend and see if that would make your plan significantly better, or if it would not do much to make your plan better, and then you can save money by just getting a gap plan. I can't really explain it. I have to kind of show you. But essentially her plan is $50 a month, but it has like a $7,200 deductible. And to bring down the deductible to anything meaningful, we could have brought it down to $5,000, but that's not great either. To bring her deductible down to about $1,000, the plan would jump up. Instead of $50, it'd be $330 a month. So that's one of those scenarios where you do get just a $50 gap plan, then her plan's $100, and the gap plan will help offset the cost of her deductible if pretty much most bad things that can happen. Obviously, there are some holes in the gap plan still, but you use the gap plan combined with a high deductible plan to essentially save money overall and also help bring down your deductible. So we got the gap plan, we got her enrolled in the gap plan, and then she actually doesn't have a special enrollment. So the workaround for that is, of course, to apply her for Medicaid, see if she'll get approved for Medicaid first, which I don't think she will. She'll probably get declined. So then once she gets declined then from Medicaid, then yes, she will have a special enrollment period to which she can go to the marketplace, the Affordable Care Act, and get one of those plans and start one of those plans. So we got her applied for Medicaid, and then we also got her gap plan set up. So we're just waiting to hear back from Medicaid to see if she's going to get a Medicaid plan or if we should move forward with the Obamacare plan. But that's about it. Not too eventful of a day. I responded to some emails. What else? Something else. Oh, I actually finished up. I got contracted with another short-term medical company that they'll probably be, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I'll be using them too much. I haven't looked at their rates yet. It's pretty standard, I think, in terms of coverage and plan types, because I know short-term medicals obviously have regulations in them. Like, for example, in Nebraska, only I think 8. Nebraska is one of the ones that has the most, actually, but I think only 8 companies are approved to sell short-term medical plans in the state of Nebraska. So, but yeah, I finished up the contracting for that, and I'm waiting because it happened towards the end of the day on a Friday. I'm waiting till the beginning of next week to get the welcome email, or to get the login info, I guess, to access my portal and start quoting people and kind of playing around with some of their gap plans and hospital indemnity plans and things like that. So that's kind of exciting. Got another company, another tool in my tool belt to help clients out. But other than that, nothing too crazy, like I said. So I'll talk to you guys on Monday, and I hope you all enjoy your weekend.